Right, you're watching College Admissions. You ask, we answer. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been taking all your queries on colleges, courses, and of course, careers. And in studio to take all your questions, Usha Albuquerque, well-known career counselor. Thanks so much for coming in. And it's just a day to go for Delhi University lists to come out. Lots of anxious students.
Very much so. And they're not sure how the cutoffs are going to weigh out, particularly having seen what St. Stephen's has, the cutoffs, you know, how high they've reached.
That, I think, was a real shocker. Yes. 97% in some courses.
It's going to be a tough choice for a lot of students.
Right. Well, we have our first caller, Dushyant. He has a question about engineering. Go ahead with your question, Dushyant. Right, Dushyant, if you can hear me, please go ahead with your question.
Yeah, I have got 9362 rank in AIEEE and a score of 310 from 450 in BITS Pilani, Birla Institute of Technology. Right. Can I ask the ma'am please to guide me for the proper admission?
You've got a seat in, which was the first?
AIEEE.
I didn't hear you.
The first part, if you could just repeat that.
I scored 9362 rank, AIR rank 9362 in from AIEEE.
Okay, he scored rank 962. He's also got 310 points out of 450 for BITS Pilani.
Yeah. Well, you'll need to see, I think, with it's a pretty high rank for the AIEEE, so you should be able to get into at least the top NITs. So I would say you have a very good chance there. The BITS Pilani is certainly among the top, so maybe you might like to take that option. But I think also you need to look at what kind of specialization in engineering they're giving you and go with whichever one is the one that you are most interested in.
Right. We also have Dr. Shubha Tiwari calling in from Rewa. Go ahead with your question.
You see, ma'am, good morning. There are hundreds of institutions across the country which run B.Pharm course without being approved by the Pharmacy Council of India. So is it not legally binding to take permission from PCI for starting B.Pharm course? And what will be the future of such students? Will they get government jobs? I mean, is their degree valid? What is it about?
Well, I'm glad you brought it up because certainly you definitely need, accreditation from the Pharmacy Council of India to run any courses, and therefore those that don't have that recognition are not valid institutes and should not be running the courses. And I would be grateful if you could alert students who you know of not to go into these institutes.
In fact, this is a major issue.
This is a major problem, and unfortunately there are too many of these institutes coming up, and they are really misleading the students. And
so students should do a thorough check before they join any institute.
The Pharmacy Council of India also has a website, and otherwise they could be contacted on the phone, and students should check that the institute and the course is validated by the Pharmacy Council. If it isn't, then they should not try and get admission there. Definitely.
Okay, well, I hope that was helpful information. We also have Saurabh calling from Kolkata. Go ahead with your question, Saurabh.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ma'am, I want to pursue course in chemistry from Delhi University. Ma'am, I have scored 88 in chemistry and my PCM percentage is 70. Ma'am, will it be able to get any colleges in New Delhi? And ma'am, can you please tell me the prospects and career about in chemistry? I will be very helpful.
Well, I'm not very sure about the cutoffs, what they're likely to be. But it is possible that if you're not able to get into a BSc Chemistry Honours program, you should be able to get into either a life science course or an applied science course in Delhi University. With chemistry, there are many options. In fact, chemistry is a good base degree to have if you're looking at any careers related to any of the life sciences. It could be biochemistry, it could be pharmacy or pharmaceutical areas later on. It could be in areas related to the chemical processes, food processing, and nutrition and dietetics. You know, so there are a huge number of areas, particularly also if you're going into the industrial area, there could be many more in plastics and rubber and those kind of areas as well. So you could do a BSc in chemistry and then go on to an MSc where you specialize in any of these areas.
And